HarperCollins presents The Road, A Story of Romans and Ways to the Past by Christopher Hadley, read by Guy Slocombe. This recording is accompanied by a PDF that you can find in your audiobook download library. This contains a selection of maps and illustrations, as well as a bibliography and a note section. For Rebecca. Order was a mender. He could rejoin. He could make whole. A broken tool, a knife blade, or an axle snapped, a pottery bowl shattered. He could bring the fragments back together without joint or seam or weakness. It was a joy to me, working out the spells and finding sometimes how to use one of the true words in the work. To put back together a barrel that's dried, the staves all fallen in from the hoops. That's a real pleasure, seeing it build up again and swell out in the right curve and stand there on its bottom ready for the wine. Ursula K. Le Guin, The Other Wind. Preface. There has never been a better time for lovers of Roman roads. Those seeking to understand the indelible but elusive lines tattooed onto the face of Britain by the Roman occupiers long ago. Thanks to new technologies and the recent labours of archaeologists and the Roman Roads Research Association, we can track and map thousands of miles of road more accurately than ever before and explain the extraordinary role that they played in the military, social and economic life of Roman Britain, as well as during the centuries that followed. As I write, our understanding of the roads is changing constantly, with the map being redrawn weekly, not only because previously lost roads are being rediscovered, but also because we are learning that even those well-known and long-known didn't go where we thought they did. Such knowledge changes our ideas about trade and industry and communications, about where forts were built, and about why and how the Roman invasion and occupation progressed. It changes the maps we have in our minds when we think about the past. Roman road hunting is a well-established, if not always venerable, tradition in the historiography of Roman Britain. Confirming a route is called proving the line. It is the province of antiquaries, poets and local enthusiasts, as well as academic historians and archaeologists. I am interested in all these perspectives. This book, like my last, Hollow Places, is about a personal hunt across time. I go in search of one road in particular, and in doing so hope to tell the wider story of Britain's Roman roads. I could have tracked one of the great ways or iconic roads, Ermine Street, say, between Lincoln and the Humber, the Ackling Dyke from Old Sarum to Babbury Rings, or the Staingate in the shadow of Hadrian's Wall. Instead, I follow one of the lesser ways. Not an insignificant way. Oliver Rackham, the great historian of the English countryside, wrote about those Roman roads that survive only in bits and pieces between places that stopped being important long ago, calling them more eloquent than any that became modern roads. He singled out one in particular. But what of the road between Braffing and Great Chesterford, he wrote. There were still people in these Essex-Hertfordshire backwoods for whom bits of it were of use as local roads. Every few years, through the darkest of the dark ages, there has been somebody to take a billhook to the Blackthorn on two short stretches of Roman road, which stand out by their straightness amid the maze of lanes. This is the road we shall follow, an eloquent road, so it will speak to us if we are prepared to listen. Eloquent suggests fluent, forcible, powerfully expressive, lyrical. It can be all these things. Let's have a conversation with this road. It will tell us stories. While this book celebrates the new precision, the latest findings and the determination to set Roman road research on sound academic footings, I am determined not to turn my back on the amateurs, the romantics, and even the dilettantes, nor to shun those qualities of a Roman road that give them their greatest allure. We mustn't reduce these magical relics to three-letter acronyms, to GIS and to CA.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?